I thought it was the
Hello.
music part. Sorry.
Hello.
Kevin.
Hi.
Kevin in the cow.
Happy Wednesday.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, Kevin's now a wizard in space.
Kevin, your cosplay is just getting better and better every year.
Yeah, it's Star Trek / Lord of the Rings. They did a collab.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Voices of the Air. This is ComeDy&D.
Okay, it's playing, but it's only 30 seconds or whatever, 25 seconds. That's soon, right? All right, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
What does that even mean anyway?
Posture. I'm working
Welcome
on my posture,
back.
everybody.
Simon Timoney. I'm your DM for this evening. We are joined by players, some of the playingest players to ever play the game. Introduce yourselves, starting with Casey Muller.
Hello, I am Casey Muller. I am playing Celebsuni, Alamult, High Elf, Cleric of Peace. Under my notes for what to say, I just wrote Black Forest Ham. I have no idea why I did that.
It sounds like those comedians' books that we would find at the punchline and look in there, and it's like joke ideas. Black Forest Ham.
Yes,
Yeah, that shit
Dick.
rules.
that's basically what just happened, except I don't understand myself.
All right, finish the punchline, Hayden Great Neil.
Neither do we. I'll look at my own notebooks and be like, what the? Why did I write Black Forest Ham? What is it? Oh, that joke's not funny. I am Hayden Greifneil. I am playing Kerr. I am a. God damn it.
Okay?
I am Kerr. Yeah, ha! My friend, this is how the voice goes. Ha ha ha! Took me a second to find it. Yes. I am Kerr. I am Hexblade Warlock Half-Drow.
Ooh.
You'll get it eventually. Just like
Yeah, nobody
Kevin
caught
O'Shea.
Hi, I'm
Wow.
O'Shea.
Whoa.
I'm playing Regington Exeter, kobold rogue, quite small, wears a suit coat, tie, sans pants, and has a metal derby hat. Underneath it, just on his forehead, you can see a scar where a pink gem seems to stick out, and he is a rogue soul knife.
Wow. Did
You're-
you say sand pants?
Sharp.
Sans.
You're wearing
No.
pants that are merchandise for the popular Undertale character Sans?
You're wearing pants made of sand.
I understood 3 of those words.
Yeah, I was like,
Look it up.
All right, Hayden, listen. This is Twitch. This is Twitch, but this isn't that Twitch. Like not as Twitch as that.
This is
Did
no
none of you
pick
guys-
Twitch.
Did none of you guys know what Undertale is?
we're not as cool as you.
It's a very popular video
That's
game.
the one. That's the one with the duck and his 3 nephews, and they're always into trouble. And there's a Scottish duck and some Beagle boys.
I knew it. I could refer that from the name.
Wow.
Well, we all have homework to watch.
Hey guys, thank you for watching Hayden's last game with us after he quits in disgust because none of us have played.
What's
this
it called
video
again?
I've never played Undertale, but it's like very
Oh,
it's
Undertale.
it's well known.
Was Kate Beckinsale in that one?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Lupins fight the
Yeah,
vampires.
right?
You guys are just reveling in your ignorance right now. It's disgusting.
So
Oh, it's so
ignorant.
fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Cassie B.
Hey, my last note says Mimicker the Lizard is a millennial, and I thought that was interesting. I'm Cassie. I'm playing Nerg. She is the residence race, meaning she has a head for an eyeball. She's a creation bard, but she speaks telepathically, so yeah, let's see what happens. Also, she really likes to watch people.
Actually,
Oh,
I
cool.
have a power gamer question about that. If I cast silence, can Nirg still cast spells with a verbal component?
You know,
Did we just break
That's
the
a good
game? I think we
question.
broke the
Nirg-
game.
we broke the
Cast
game.
spells with verbal components at all.
You know, I think mind waves create energy which sound like verbal components to like some animals who can hear those frequencies. So yes.
That's all. That's all that new wave bullshit, though.
I should have made it so that you do have telepathy, but what Nerg really sounds like to everyone else outside of telepathy is like two squeaky balloons rubbing together.
Homebrewed race problem, you guys.
Cool.
Stuff you don't think about.
That's what.
Do we have any questions? Last week, the team entered the recently excavated dwarven mines, crawled through a leaky shaft with a bunch of dangerous animals, and were spit out on the other side, soaking wet and scared and naked, or half. In some
Oh
cases.
yes, Monday morning.
We come into what looks to be an ancient dwarven city, and there, Fluffy and the other Fluffy and the Fluffies, probably our favorite 70s punk rock band. Fluffy and the Fluffies let you onto a mosh pit of thousands and thousands of other Fluffies who you were informed were angry. And red, I think, was the term.
Oh yeah, because they feel each other's energies.
I wish that could catch on. Like instead of someone saying like, "How you doing today?" Just like, "I'm a little red."
I'm
Isn't that when
feeling.
they make mood rings?
What
I'm
about
a race
green?
car in the red.
Super green.
I'm just a race car in the red right now.
Ruby Rod.
Did they
So-
see us yet?
Here you are. Did they see you yet? No, they did not see you yet, and I'll explain
Oh.
what happens. But as you have come into the other side, the 4 other creatures, like Fluffy, that you were with, that you, I guess, rescued, or they're able to get back to their pack, they run off, and they just take off in the direction, and after a few...
Fluffy 2!
I'm
Fluffy
gonna-
Jr., Fluffy Esquire, Hitler, where are you guys going?
I'm gonna miss Adolf the most.
His name.
they
Yeah,
join
we
the
changed that
pack.
name because it's too evil. Fluffy Esquire implies that it's a lawyer, so...
Yeah.
I think
Just
we
a little
Fluffy
evil.
3.
They know their rights.
So they join the herd, and they, a good distance away, they run down and they mix with all the other ones, and you can't tell who the newly adopted Fluffies were, but your Fluffy, he looks down at his pack, and then he turns and he looks at Kerr, and he jumps up and he puts his hands on your shoulders.
I catch him. Oh, Fluffy, I love you too.
Ready to kill him.
While they're doing
I-
that, I paint a pink stripe on Fluffy so we can tell them apart later, just in case.
Well, he's wearing a sweater, and you've done a whole bunch of other weird shit to him already, so...
I still
And-
do it.
And now he has
You
a
never
pink
know.
stripe too.
And
Yeah.
it's all right.
I scruffle Fluffy's that's in the middle of their eye ring.
That's so cute.
Area.
Okay. Fluffy, he opens his mouth and he licks you right across the face. And you're gonna take
That's
four
what Fluffy looks like every
four slicing damage.
Shit.
Doesn't he get like a dex save or something? Like when a dog, you know, you can kind of.
He doesn't
No.
hit his AC.
Casey, what dog have you met who you could resist kissing your face? You sound like an awful person.
Ah,
I suppose.
Oh, I
Fluffy, that
don't,
really
that's-
hurts. It really hurts, but I know it comes from a good place, so I'm not mad.
He rubs his face against you, and he puts his hands, his paws, his hoofs down, and he runs off, and he runs into the dust.
See, I knew it.
Fluffy!
Pink stripe, you guys.
Fluffy
Come
takes
back,
off
Fluffy!
at full speed, and he runs, and from where you are, you can barely make him out in the pack. Yeah,
But we see the pink stripe and the sweater and the other eye we drew in.
yeah.
I turn to the group and say, we must get Fluffy back, yeah?
I have a disguise kit and disguise self if we want to look like one of those.
Yeah, do they notice? I mean, are they like looking at the pink stripe? Do they seem to care
Oh yeah.
that Fluffy
Well-
is different?
Here's what happens. Fluffy is surrounded, and he starts sniffing. They start sniffing back. And then who you can sort of see, you see one of the other ones, because they're a little bit more soaking wet than the rest of these. They pull back in your direction. And all of a sudden, you start to see dozens and dozens of these barbed tentacles shoot up in a shaky, threatening manner, and they start running after you at full speed.
Okay, Nerg takes out her disguise kit and does the best she can to create a disguise to look like.
So what's the situation? Like, we went up this cliff, and then there was water going over it, and then it goes down again?
And then it goes down again, and you've slid out. The distance is about another 20 feet to get back up there. Roll for initiative.
Oh.
Okay, but can I
Okay,
just...
still look
which
like
way is the water flowing? I'm confused.
It's sort of just sputtling out.
But where is it coming from? Is it coming from the roof?
No, so in that tube, you surmise that was the Nenna River above head.
Okay.
So the river is over you, in a sense.
So
But not now. You're on the other side.
So the water comes out in the tube and goes down both sides.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's more of like a rushing leak than an actual. Anyway, what am I trying to
A
say?
Russian leak.
And so the water on this
We're gonna
side,
get the nuclear codes.
does it go to the city?
The water on this side it's leaking out a little bit, not terribly much, but it's you're on the eastern side of the river. All right, let's go ahead and did anybody get over a 20?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got a 12.
Jeez, no.
I got
10.
a 8.
Would be a 6.
Six. Cass.
I rolled a 10.
All right. Well, pretty.
I still kind of look like one of them, Simon. I don't know how much time I had, but I took some of my props out of my disguise kit to make.
Yeah,
some
it just looks like a
tentacles.
bad cultural appropriation Halloween costume.
She goes with it.
Yeah. You'll be hearing from Peter soon enough. So they're running after you. You have an opportunity to try to escape. Delibsuni, it is your turn. What
Might
would
be
you
a
like
good
to do?
idea.
Guys, I think we should probably get out of here. I mean, we could kill hundreds of them, but not thousands of them. Also, it's not clear we could kill hundreds of them. So,
I do not want to kill one of them, and that one is Fluffy.
okay. Yeah, I think we should go.
Killed one before.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect.
He made up for it with his recent actions of taking. care of
Delibsuni,
his
anything else?
stuff.
Yeah, so I guess I'll move back up the water.
All right, you can move back up the water. You don't have the pythons and the rope like you had in the other room. So it is, you could probably get about 5 feet up the wall. It is slippery and jagged rock.
You said it was 20 feet?
20 feet.
Yeah, I'll just cast Misty Step and teleport to the top.
Okay. You can teleport to the top with the Misty Step. All right. Now, after you jump, missed up there, after you get up there,
Oh wait, that's a bonus action, so I will also cast Guidance on... Who's the most clumsy? I guess...
in real life,
Carter also has Misty Step.
I guess Nierg then? Because
She'll probably.
Regington's
do it.
pretty nimble.
Yeah, she has all this stuff on her now.
Yes, that sounds.
so you cast guidance. You are Misty stepped up
Oh, thanks.
20 feet into the hole that you guys came in. Suddenly, right after you do that, you hear a voice rumble from your left.
Stage left or house left?
Simon, you can't do that accent on Twitch.
Show my
The Huts
face.
have a
What?
lot of power here.
Hey, I'm a quarter. And then let's see. Celebsini, you will see this with your passive perception. If anybody else wants to give me a free perception check, you're welcome to go for it.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
I saw literally nothing. I rolled a
saw
1.
My shoe. Yeah.
Fluffy? Fluffy?
Regington, Nerg, anything?
I rolled a 5. No.
Nope. Okay. All right. Well then, everybody earmuffs. Celebsini, you see flickers of fire coming from the left of the rest of the party. Nerg, it is your turn.
So back down where they are.
Back down where they are.
follow
Oh, and that voice that yelled at
Hey, watch
you.
out for that voice.
Nerg looks around. Is my rope still there from when we climbed up or down? If so, I'm gonna use that to get back wherever Casey just went.
What did you guys use to get down?
I used a rope
Get down from where?
to get
From
into
the
this pit.
entrance.
So can I use that to climb back up?
You can, yes, you can
I'm
use it to
assuming
get
it's
back up.
there. Okay.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh, nice! I'll use the guidance just in case. But
Nice.
14 plus 3 plus. You said acrobatics?
Athletics.
Athletic?
I heard
Yeah, Bard.
acrobatics.
Fine. Okay, 16.
What's that dance where you dance up like
19.
curtains? Curtain dancing?
Ribbon
I think
dancing?
that's called being a cat.
Called being a cat.
Yeah, you're thinking of cat dancing.
All right, Nerd,
Like
you'll
from
be
that
able to
movie?
get up 10 feet.
What's that dance
When I
where
dash?
you're a hamster and you're
Uh-oh,
wearing
it's-
sunglasses and you spin around?
Called Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
All right, good.
Plus
You'll get up
10
10 feet.
Okay. And
Uh,
it's 30 feet high or 20 feet?
20.
okay.
Mr. Kerr, your turn.
Regington, what initiative did you roll?
A 6.
You'll be fine. I misty step up to well, where Celebsuni is.
Okay.
They take me away.
So I guess that was a bonus action? Do you want an action?
And I will use my action to look out over the crowd and be like, Fluffy, why do you do this? I take my bonus action to throw my remaining 550 pancakes off to the side, away from Regington.
Wow. What a
That's
sacrifice.
smart. Wow, yeah.
There's war heroes, and then
Ooh,
there's
oh,
Kerr
make more.
throwing his pancakes away. All right. Now another voice is going to sound. This time.
Uh-oh.
Nerg.
Do I hear that?
You not only hear it,
Oh.
you understand it.
Oh, do I know what language it is?
You do. It's all coming to you, but the voice says, quickly, you must come this way for safety.
I say what way? I don't know if it can hear my thoughts, but I say that.
Well, it says this way. Like,
Okay.
look to your, I guess it would be your right now because you're going back and climbing up the rope, going back out the way you came. But
I look that way. of the
yeah, he
voice.
says you'll never make it. Come with me if you want to live.
Do I trust him? She's curious, so she will stay on the rope and try and follow the voice. But,
Okay.
okay.
Regington, it's your turn.
Okay. So how much movement will take me to get up there?
It's 20 feet up.
No, I'm in the way. If you're using the rope.
Okay.
There's a rope and a nerg and an athletics check if you want to.
Sure. So that's a 9. That's a 9, right? Yeah. I'm gonna use a psychic die. It's a 12.
Okay. You'll be able to get up 5 feet.
Okay.
You're
Well,
right.
So I want to use my action to dash and my bonus action to dash.
Okay. So you get up onto the rope, you dash, and you run up Nurg's back and then over Nurg, and you're going to be about 15 feet up.
Okay.
Perfect.
Like a cat or a dog.
Anything else?
That's literally everything I can do.
The horde will rush forward. It just looks like a smoke cloud coming towards you.
How far away was the horde when they started? We started this?
They were about, I don't know what I said meters, and then
Well,
when
how
I
many
came out
meters
of my,
did you say?
when it came out of my mouth, I didn't really understand what that meant. But
Because you kind of made it seem that we were like a mile above them.
oh,
So that's what I'm
120,
trying to figure.
120 feet.
Okay, that's not. All right. Okay, 120 feet.
So now they're 60 feet or what?
They're running. They're 60 feet. They're not dashing. 'Cause there's so many.
Well, and there are pancakes that are probably like distracting them. and
Right.
Eating them.
Right. I should really
Because I
figure
definitely
out-
would.
They should
what a
roll for
meter is.
pancake distraction.
Is the British guy in chat today? I haven't looked.
Does he like pancakes?
Oh, I know, but
Oh.
if I, he's gonna make fun of me
Here's
for not
little
knowing
less
what a
than
meter
3
is.
feet,
Okay.
2.5 feet.
Celebsini, it's your turn.
Okay, and Regington has an extra guidance also.
Nice.
Thank you, chat.
Oh, thanks. Kat.
Okay, so they're 60 feet away.
And
60
English
feet
Jen
away.
is here today.
I mean-
so
Jen.
that's me.
Hello.
Sorry.
So
I don't
this,
know what a meter is.
is this slope like look like they could make it up it, or are they pretty much going to be stopped by the wall,
No, they'll be able to make it up.
but not without heavy losses, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
they'll be extremely slow because they're hoofed creatures.
Yes.
Right. In essence, so I guess you would know this from the last time. They do have a climbing speed.
Mhm.
It's not nothing extraordinary, but it is definitely a climbing speed.
Okay, but are the pancakes distracting them? Because I thought that was a pretty good move. And if not, I have,
Ah.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. I mean,
seen
some of them
dogs
are.
around
Yeah,
beef
you see
jerky.
the cloud split off, and dart in the direction that the pancakes were, but there's still a lot of them after you.
Could I get a significant chunk of them in a 20-foot radius, or are they pretty spread out?
No, you can get. Let's see.
Like,
I
could I
don't know,
get
there-
more than half of them?
No, there's like thousands.
All right, we should just run. I guess I will try to pull up the rope and
thanks.
generally help the two people still climbing to come a little faster.
All right.
Can I kind of push off the tunnel with my foot, like when you're helping people pull you up, and like rock climbing, to make it easier for him? Yeah,
That sounds promising.
yeah, it sounds realistic.
Would you like a skill check for that, or how would you like to handle it?
Do.
Simon, are you there?
Oh, what is? I thought you were talking to someone else. Oh, what? What?
You.
I am trying. I am trying to pull up the two people on the rope.
Athletics check. That sounds like some muscular strength at disadvantage.
No. Oh, what
what?
if I'm doing that cool? Did you not hear me explain the whole cool rock climbing, kicking thing I'm doing to help him?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay.
All right. Well, one of them was a natural 20, but with
Damn.
the other one, I will get a 17.
Okay. You're able to pull it up. Regington is up at the full 20 feet. Nurg is at 5 feet. But Nurg, you are going to.
So that'd make 15 feet. Okay.
You understood that again.
What did he say?
It says, please, for safety, follow me. They will chase you and kill you like they've chased the rest of us.
Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
Yeah, it's to the left. And since it's talking to you, you are able to see the flames. And then Casey,
Yes.
roll that image.
Image.
Yes, Nurg, this is what you see.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go look at. Sorry, I don't have the stuff up.
I thought Nirg was gonna put it, but I.
Or Nurg,
Hang on.
Nurg,
Hang on.
Nurg, cue that image.
I don't know what's going on.
We are professional
You guys, we planned this. Casey, I don't know what image.
That one?
Or in chat, if you have
Oh.
there. Okay. That is what you
Ooh.
see. Nerd,
To my left?
you
see
know what that is?
I do.
You do.
Uh-huh. I remember it. From
Okay.
a
Angry owl.
dream. I think.
All right. So, Nerd, it all comes rushing back. You're going to remember that is what they call a mohelot.
A mohalot.
Mohelot.
Ooh.
You remember they are friends of you?
Oh.
They live underground.
Wait, are you saying the whole race are friendly? Like there's no
Duh,
bad
Casey.
apples in there who
Well,
might be
I'm
trying to lure us to our death?
They're like monks or something. Yeah. They're
Mhm.
pretty friendly.
And Nerd, you remember this. Okay?
Yeah.
You came here with them.
Oh. Okay.
So this guy is up here with us?
No, he's down there.
As
But
a
he's in a cave to the left of where you guys just were.
Well,
As a
he should have told
reaction-
us before we climbed up there.
Yeah, he didn't expect you
Yeah.
guys to be able to like get up there as fast as you did. You get a good job. But he says green one.
He laid
Green
the
one.
railroad
I'm-
tracks in every direction.
I'm glad we found you and you're safe. Come.
Can I use a reaction and telepathically message Celebsuni what I just found out, that I recognize somebody down here and they're saying safety's left?
Wait, so this guy wants us to go... Wait, that's not the right accent. No. So this guy wants us to go down and back to the beasts? Why don't we just go out the doors and shut the doors, and then we got the dwarves? We got doors and dwarves.
Can I use another
Yeah,
reaction to
like
answer him?
dogs love eating dwarves.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The dwarves did confirm that.
It seems too risky to go back down where he was.
Okay, Nurg hears that and she's gonna stay with her friends for now. But she knows we can go left if need be, in case we can't get away from Fluffies.
Okay. That was his turn. Nurg, it's your turn.
She climbs the remaining 5 feet up.
Okay, you climb the remaining 5 feet up, and the rest of you, are you guys inside of the tunnel?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. All right. So the horde is going to approach another 40 feet.
There's something we can like block this hole with, that way they can't get up.
Does anybody have an explosive?
That can go
That sounds like
good
your
or
department,
bad.
Kerr.
That could be really good or really bad. I think my like explorer's pack might have like a tarp or something. I don't know.
You like Eldritch Blast?
Is there a
Don't
big
have
rock
that.
we can
Rocks
cover
down.
this hole with?
So this is where the water is coming from, right? It's coming from above us, going down. Most of it's going to the dwarf side, but some of it's going to the fluffy side.
It's just rushing in various places. So there's room to breathe in there. It's not really completely rushing in, so you're not drowned out. But it's going in.
But it's coming
sides.
from the river that's
I-
above us.
I
Right.
have idea.
Let's see if it's the same as my idea.
Might be a bad idea to block
I-
it off then. 'Cause then
we
it's filled
cut
up with
rope.
water.
I cast darkness. Make it look like there's no hole.
I think they know there's a hole.
They might also be smell based or something.
Oh, let me see one thing. Sorry.
I think
Well,
their
maybe I
bodies
can
would
minor
just spend
illusion
so
a
much energy
smell.
on making that eye across all the way their head. They would rely mostly
It's
on that.
true. Well, here's
Maybe
my
they smell
idea.
for depth perception.
If we can somehow destroy more of the river above us, maybe we can flood them out, and possibly ourselves.
But poor Fluffy.
Fluffy know how to swim.
Yeah, Fluffy can
be
swim.
alright.
Monster dogs love water. Love swimming.
Nerg is okay with that because she doesn't like water and she doesn't want to be stuck down here. So she's scared also that you might fill it up with water.
Okay.
So whose turn is it?
Well, Nurg. It was
Yeah, and I
Nurg's
asked
turn.
if there's anything I could like cover the hole with around.
No. Do you have anything?
Well, I have like a tent in my explorer's pack I can like cover it with for now and like,
Okay.
you know, hammer it down, and I am going to do that to cover it.
Okay. All right. It is Kerr's turn.
Yeah.
Tell me this. Say I were to drop a crate of horse cigarettes in the water.
Go on.
Would the nicotine from them leach into the water and poison any dogs that try to swim up the river?
Only over about a 30-year period. Then you could hire Aaron Brockovich to sue.
But he's a goo man.
Then no.
A question? I know Did anyone else remember this? Was Connor? Was Connor the lizard? Was he
Yeah.
still?
On Fluffy?
He was still.
Since you don't remember, Connor is riding Kerr's shoulder.
Oh, I thought he was still on Fluffy. And
right
got
here the whole
lost in-
time. You don't remember? Did you put me on his shoulder? I don't remember I did that. Yes. Retcon. Flashback. I was on his shoulder. All right. I'll
Take
allow
two
it.
stress.
Take two stress. Good. Okay. Sorry. That was Kerr. Is Kerr still going?
Kerr has not done anything.
All right. It's your turn.
Kerr is very optimized to kind of kill one person at a time. Kerr's not so great at the situation right here.
Kerr, can you use your large sword to help me enlarge a hole in the ceiling above us and let more water down?
Does that look like it's going to be possible at all?
You can try it.
This
Excellent.
could go good or bad.
That was a lot of faces at once. What if I try my idea and we try other ideas at the same time? I guess if water's coming out of it, they know there's a hole. They'd need advantage to find it, though.
No one is
Yeah.
saying you can't try it. We're just saying it won't work.
Kerr,
Yes. Exactly.
after much deliberation, Kerr tried to slice ceiling of cave with sword.
Okay. So you're in about a 5 foot, roughly 5 foot opening. You kind of have to hunch to walk through. And you're taking your big Final Fantasy sword and trying to poke it up.
Can we see where the water's coming from?
Yeah, so it's just sort of leaking all around you. It's like if you were in like what was that movie with caves? Someone was in a cave and there's water rushing in through like holes
The
in
ruins?
in the cave.
The cave?
And it was all epic and there was music.
National Treasure 2?
Yeah, right.
So isn't the river like dry in parts now?
The Shawshank Redemption. That's the one.
Oh.
I don't know if
No,
you're
no,
kidding
the-
or
the
not.
ri-
I'm like,
The river isn't dry. It's just it's lower than usual and it's
maybe
flowing
that's why.
extraordinarily.
So like we're in like a
coming
tube
here.
and the water's coming at us, right?
Yeah, it's like coming in through the top.
Okay.
It's like, are we like in a tunnel and it's seeping through, like dripping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is the opening the water's coming through something we can fit through?
No.
Not
Can I
yet.
see-
Not until we blow it open.
Or it might make more water come down and then we die.
Even better. Oh, wait, what?
Wouldn't that make the hole bigger and more water will come out?
Can I see through the hole?
I don't know.
Can I see light through the hole?
No.
Okay, what do we see left? You said to go left. What's left?
Where the voices were coming from?
Yeah.
Are the voices
But
of
that's-
the air?
Down where the creatures are.
Yeah, we can't go down there.
Oh, that's why your guys were
Listen,
like,
It's
why
the
did
mole.
they tell
It's
us
the
this
mole person.
sooner?
There's a couple mole people, and they have torches, and they're doing this thing.
They're still doing that, even with the thousands of dogs 40 feet away
one
between
of them's
us.
one of them's trying to pull the other one away.
Yeah, that's a smart one. Listen, what I would like to do is find the biggest hole where water's coming out, and then either booming blade it or create a tremor with thaumaturgy, whichever I think will do more damage to the
Or
ground.
and we can dig a hole to the mole people. I read The Count of Monte Cristo. It's
Exactly.
totally possible.
It's just like
Yeah.
the Count of Monte Cristo.
So we can definitely dig a hole.
I think the monsters will be here before all of us could make it down to the mole people. So
Yeah, we're definitely not going down to the mole people. That's where the monsters
Could-
are.
Could
Nerf
take out
starts throwing a tantrum.
Could take out
Fine.
crowbar and try to damage hole on
Ooh,
top.
Crowbar.
Celipsini, why don't you roll me a nature check? Regington, roll me an intelligence check.
Let's see which is better, nature or intelligence.
well, my
13.
nature is my intelligence. So that is a 16.
Okay. Cell with a 13. You're gonna recognize that, considering the distance that you walk down from the Baron's mansion and under all the strain and all the water, there's no light coming through, and the water is rushing and such that it seems very delicate to you. You could try to explode it, implode it. I think you know what might happen.
Anything.
Regington, your intelligence checks dictates that from where you guys are, in one round you could make it down to that opening, but it would be cutting it very close.
Okay.
Those are our options.
I don't think unless somebody carries Celebsuni like through the order of initiative at this point, I don't think it's actually.
I'll be fine. If you
We're still in round 2.
I mean-
They'll be here at the end of round 3.
I can get there. It's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm most worried about Nierg. She's the only
I'll
one
be fine.
who can't move 30 feet using her bonus action.
After much deliberation, Kurt run to mole people, because that's the only way game move forward.
Maybe
Okay.
just-
Yeah.
So
We all
Oh,
run
no, you
down
guys
to
do
the
whatever you
multi-people
want.
as it's our
Yeah, I'll go as
only
fast
thing
as
we
I
can do.
can.
So
what
No,
we wanted to do was cause a cave-in, but what we're actually going to do is bonus action Misty Step back to the ground, then action dash, movement dash 60 feet to the mole people.
It's like when we dug a hole in Cyberpunk in the bar.
Kurt do that. Kurt do what Celebsuni said.
Yeah, I run down or climb, whatever, as fast as I can, and go to the mole people and follow my friends.
All right, just for the record, you guys can squeeze in if you want. You can escape if you want. I'm just giving you options. That's all.
Squeeze in where?
Yeah, wait, squeeze in where?
Where you were.
well, we're running to the mole people. We're just running to the mole people.
We're going to the mole people now. Yeah, we're
Just
on
like
our
the
way.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
All right, I'm bad at this. Okay.
Yeah, we dug a hole where we didn't have
It's
to
a
dig
time
one
sheet,
now.
right?
Look,
so-
we came up with a plan, and you said no, but you can run to the mole people. No but. It's all about the no but.
Yeah, so now we just didn't have to dig the hole, which saves us
Yeah,
time.
nobody wanted to dig the hole anyway.
Yeah, I didn't want
Honestly,
to.
I just don't want to re-roll characters. That's all.
Kurt run up to mole people, say, "Hey, hello, you are Count of Monte Cristo. Good to meet you."
Yeah. Sinbad the Sailor.
We've had bad luck with royalty.
Reg, it's your turn.
Yeah, Reg.
Does,
Movement dash bonus action dash to the mole people.
okay. And they are okay. And the swarm is rushing ahead. They are 40 feet away, and their barbs are clicking, and the jaws are snapping, and they're eating pancakes. But they're doing that thing where they run and grab a pancake and start eating it and run after you. You know that thing dogs do?
Yeah. But somehow we're not at all scared because the mole people are here.
Yeah,
And
they're
we're
here
pretty
to
sure it's
save
going to work
us.
out with the mole people. So really,
Yeah.
there's no stress in the situation anymore.
I speak their language, so.
Count of Monte Cristo, he's royalty.
Yeah, they wouldn't touch the count.
Yeah. Duh.
One more person. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Nerg talked to her friend in prison. He told her this was the way. So. Yeah. This is the way.
So whose turn is it?
Yeah, whose turn is it?
Well, top of the round, Celebsini.
Hey, mole person. What's up? Where are we going? We just follow this guy, the smart one who's trying to run away?
Nerg translates for you.
I'm using sign language.
Oh. Yeah, that works too.
They have like 3 fingers and they just start scrunching them together, trying to imitate your sign language.
So is there like a tunnel behind them?
Yeah.
And you said they're using torches?
Yeah.
Can't you guys see in the dark?
Oh, they have those for us.
They're very polite.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go down the tunnel, I guess. I mean, I guess we should do like a delaying action of some sort. But the pancakes will probably do the trick.
I had an idea. I just had to read it, and then I got distracted because I started talking. I was like, let me just read this really quick.
Do I think that speak with animals would let me speak with these mole people, or are they more person than mole?
Yes. Not beast.
Not beast.
Okay, it's not my turn yet. But...
So 60 feet down the tunnel, what do I
Alright.
see?
Nothing. You just feel little hands grabbing you and pulling you in. The light is more towards the end of the tunnel, but you're being kind of pulled in this direction.
Are they chanting while they pull him?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I'm like,
Pull
I hear tribal chanting. Or,
Nurg, it's your turn.
where am I in relation to Celebsini and the mole people and everybody else?
Where are you? You're sort of back up towards the top.
Oh, I didn't climb down yet? Okay, I'm gonna dash and just go as far as I can towards the mole people.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can make it in there. It's fine. Kerr.
I don't have a bonus.
Car follows group.
Okay. And then Regington, same thing. You're going in.
I'm there already.
Yay.
He's much faster than us.
Yeah, he's
You're
pretty
already
fast.
there. You were one of the hands ushering Celebsuni in. Okay. Cool. So with that, the horde surrounds the mouth of the cave. You guys are going in. You're being ushered down this hallway right as you turn to look back one last time.
Fluffy.
You see the cave begin to implode on itself, and you see
As the cave is imploding, do I see any dog with a pink stripe on it?
absolutely. You see Fluffy, and he gives you this like, and you hear like,
Did he do that hand reach thing or whatever?
it sounds like he says like, I miss you.
For the first time in
Throw out a
3,000,
psychic blade.
Car slaps Regington's hands.
I remember your psychic blade. I will cherish your psychic blade
I
forever.
do yell, traitor!
For the first time in 3,000 years, a tear falls down Kerr's cheek.
Oh, that's so sad.
All right. Well,
Guys, this is
Anyway.
just like what happened with the dwarves.
Oh yeah.
We made a daring escape into a collapsing tunnel.
we got railroaded by the DM to go into some place.
Yes, we didn't really want to go in, but we went in and then it collapsed behind us.
Oh, are there railroad tracks in these tunnels as well?
Oh yeah. Any?
Maybe moles push us while we take a rest.
Yeah, what do we see?
Yes, go to push us while we take a rest.
All right, so about
I'm full.
they're sort of like rushing past your feet. They're about small humanoid size. They're about Regington size, maybe a hair bigger. But they're just pulling you down in this direction. Nurg, the voices that you hear, you recognize, and this language is coming back to you. But you just hear people say, Nurg, why don't you give me a perception check?
Ooh, okay. 21.
Okay. So you hear them saying things like, she was with us. You hear them say,
Are you talking about me in third person?
that's the one. Those are the two from the pictures.
Wait, what?
You hear them say somebody named Kula will be happy to see them. And those are some of the things you hear.
I tell this to my friends.
But
I say there's
as you're all just running down, it's sort of a downhill slope. There's a lot of everybody else hears a lot of angry ka-chucking and like that.
No, because I have telepathy, so I can like tell them in my friends' heads
Excellent.
in my in English. Or
So you guys get all of that. And then you exit, and there is very, very dim light, but there is sort of a there is a large opening, and it is full of these hit the button mole people.
Oh,
hit it.
they've been there the whole time.
Okay. Oh. Good. I'm glad everyone can see it.
They're the sixth member.
So they're all around you. They're looking at Regington and Kerr and Celebsini with these just large eyes. They're pulling on Regington's jacket and brushing their hands against his hat. They're
No, do not touch.
they're tapping sticks against Kerr's sword that is dragging
Yes,
marks. through
it
the
is
ground.
cool sword, right? Haha. Tap more. It's I invite you. Tap more. Tap.
Nerd like squats down so she's eye level with them and asks where Kula is. And then she says to stop poking her friends
Okay.
because they're her friends.
Nerg, I want you to write this on your character sheet.
Okay.
You know the language Molish.
Oh, that's so hard to remember. I'm like, thank you. Ooh, Molish.
All right. And
How
one of
many
them comes
hours
up
has
to... Sorry, go ahead.
How many hours has it been since we left went down this mine shaft?
Do you mean from last episode?
Yeah, since we went down this ancient dwarven mine.
So when you came in at the end of last episode and then here, it's only and then from this point you've been on here about 25 minutes.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Okay.
So current celeb, we have a telepathic connection for another 5 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, cool. That makes things a lot easier.
cool. So you're all brought into this large room. There is light. There is what you see is a large amount of water running into this. It's sort of like a grand hall, but it's running into this room. There are rocks put up. Let me explain. It's a large hall. It's a large dwarven hall, and some of the ground is dug out and exiting the room, and there is rocks around that. Anybody have a nature or investigation check they want to roll? They roll.
yeah.
Yes, I would
of
love
course.
to roll an investigation check.
I knew it.
Maybe somebody who's like more proficient.
We're going to let the people good at
Yeah.
these skills do
Yeah,
it.
maybe not nerd. But she does look
Use a
around.
psychic die.
She'll start tapping on the
Yeah,
wall and
that
stuff
is-
just to see what's going on.
11.
11. Okay. You probably figure that the water is coming from the river upstairs. That's about
That's
it.
why it's all trickly, probably, because all the water's down here somehow.
Kerr, one of the moles, is like walking up. You didn't get all the pancakes out. He's just grabbing one of the ones that you forgot and just nuzzling on it.
Yes. You may take that, my friend. I do not have anybody to give it to anymore.
Papa, you said you were going to give me the last pancake.
He speaks common?
Oh no, that's the. I'm sorry. That's Connor on your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
He's called you
He thought
Papa.
it was a mole
No, do not
person.
lie. No one ever said that.
It's
Connor,
okay.
you
He is my Papa.
you lay egg and eat egg.
I can't. I've tried. I try all morning like you asked me to, but it is impossible.
You're never going to move ahead in internship if with that attitude.
You're right. I'll never be the mayor with that attitude. Okay, I will keep trying to have an egg. Thank you, Papa.
Kerr bends down and like tussles the hair of the mole person that took the pancake.
Cool. So you are all you're pushed along, and in the distance is a sort of larger, older mole sitting on what looks to be an ancient dwarven throne chair. And
Nurg asked if that's Kula. The little mole. Oh, she looks up. She didn't know he could like hear her from however far away we are.
yeah, so that's all he says. He says
it's
I'm
also her
Kulabaka. Okay.
Nirg, this was a good idea. I think we can probably massacre these mole men much more easily than those dog people. So this was a
Nurg
definite
says, hold on.
upgrade in
that
our
they
situation.
Might be her friends.
Oh, follow-up question. Can they speak common?
Let me ask.
Cleric.
Nurg asked Kula if they can speak common.
No,
Is that way
they
her
can't.
friend? And then Nurg introduces herself, and then she says these are her friends.
All right.
Suni
And
and Red.
Kulabaka says, and you understand this. Kulabaka says, Green One, we've missed you. We thought the worst.
I ask if I'm the green one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She had to
Because
make
he's looking
sure.
at you when he says it.
Kulabaka is just Chewbacca with sunglasses, right?
Yeah.
like-
But he's doing that thing where it's like a little little body, and then his head is just poking through the chair, but it's Chewbacca's head.
She asked what
pretty
happened
cool.
because she doesn't remember much. She just knows she walked into town one day, but she remembers these mole people from a dream or something. The memories came back to her in the.
You have no memory.
And she shakes her eye.
Okay. He gets some of the other mole people to sit you down, and they start putting water on your eye and rubbing your shoulders a little bit, and fanning you.
Nurg's confused as she like stands up and gets the water off her eye. She's like, "What's going on?"
All right.
Yeah.
But Kulabaka says, you are most welcome back. We are amazed that you were able to survive. Where were you?
She said she's an Alya Dör, and she somehow ended up in this cave because we became friends with the dwarves. But then maybe she shouldn't have said that because they're sitting on a dwarven throne. But she doesn't remember.
What are dwarves?
She says exactly.
And who are your friends?
And then she says this is Suni and Kerr and Reggington.
He gets up from his chair. He waddles over, and he goes like this.
And then she says they speak common, so if he spoke common, that'd be cool.
What's common?
She says. She
You know,
starts
like a pretty
speaking
cool
it.
rapper.
Yeah. She
Actor,
starts
too.
speaking it, but he probably doesn't know what she's saying.
John Wick.
Yeah. So he puts his hands up like this.
Yes, I'll do it, but I'll cast Thaumaturgy to make my eyes look freaky at the same time.
Oh, this one.
And he starts digging at your hands.
How much damage do I take?
No damage. He just starts digging at his hands.
I think he's not so good at digging.
Yeah, could you demonstrate this greeting on each other first so we could understand the ritual?
Oh, he turns to another one, and they put their hands up like this, and they just start digging at each other's hands. Nerd knows that's a handshake.
Kerr walks at them. This is very silly ritual, and tussles their heads.
Nurg lets everybody knows that's a cultural thing, and that's how they shake hands. And then she asks what's going on down here, and why there's water, and how the Fluffies got there, and how do we get out of here, because she wants to go to what she thinks is home.
And he says, "What do you remember? What do you remember last?"
She doesn't remember anything.
Uh,
Last thing, yeah.
Do you remember coming here?
Dude, she just said she didn't remember.
Do you
She
remember-
remembers coming to the cave for the dwarves, like she told him.
You don't remember the water?
No, but she tells him that she's scared of water and she doesn't remember why. She has a phobia.
Well, that makes sense. He says you almost died coming here.
Today or a different time?
Oh,
Because this will
Maybe
be the
both.
second time that means. Okay.
but the first time definitely a lot. Well, come. You guys are. Says you've had a long journey. Please have some food. We found these things crawling in here. It was a little weird at first, but they're kind of good.
Is that the
Um,
food? The things they found crawling?
Yeah, there's like they're cooking bugs and worms.
Do they like?
Oh, go for it.
Do they like gesture towards the food in such a way that someone who cannot hear this conversation would understand that they're offering this food?
Yes. Yes, there's a
Cool.
big pot. They're using some of the dwarven cutlery and or cookingware to make it. Smells kind of good.
Nerd
Kurt-
says her friend. Oh, go. Sorry.
Kerr walks over solemnly and tries the bugs.
Cool. One of them looks up at you, gives you a whole spoon of it, and shakes their head and smiles.
I grab some for Celebsuni and Regington, and I give it to them so they can eat. And then I say thank you for your hospitality, and I ask him if he knows how to get out of here. 'Cause we want to go home.
Yes, I do.
He explains, but he has to ask you something. He said, well, you don't remember anything past a little while ago, so you wouldn't remember anything from long ago. But he says, everybody, grab a plate of bugs and worms. They're really good. If you leave them a little bit alive, it's kind of fun.
I tell my friends that. I say,
Like
don't
if they're
kill
not cooked
them
all the way, just sorta.
Oh,
fun
so
to
if
play.
we torture the insect before we eat it.
Ew.
Wait,
Yes.
let me speak with animals. It might like it. You never know. With animals.
I'm dying! I'm dying!
No,
Oh yeah, this is great.
they don't.
I love getting eaten.
That one likes it over
I'm gonna
there.
serve the queen!
Yeah, Nerg says she just remembered the mole people when she heard the voice in the cave. But aside from that, she just knows that she is friends with them, and that's the last thing she remembers in walking into town.
Yeah, come. Sit down.
Okay, I go to sit. And I just poke my bug bowl. I don't eat it because she doesn't eat.
Well, he sits down and he says, your friends may not know this story, but we are the Mohalat. We've come here recently. And as you sit down, he pulls his black shroud off of his head. And he explains long ago, there was a storm. My people had to flee our home. Our home was destroyed. So we came to our neighbors, who we call the Chubs. They allowed us to live with them, and there we worked very hard for very cheap. And all was well.
Is Nirg relaying this to us?
Yeah, I just
Cool.
assume I've been translating.
Oh, guys, I think these are the slaves.
Yeah, we should try and get them a higher minimum wage or something.
And
Yes,
the
hazard pay
Chubs-
for them all.
And the Chubs soon began to resent us, saying that we were taking too many of their jobs and marrying the daughters. And these tensions sparked a war. And the war was short, but it resolved nothing.
Question: Were those things out there the Chubs? What is your word for them?
Yeah, I asked that again.
The Sentinels,
Not the Chubs.
they are not the Chubs. They
Sentinel.
they were bred by them. They are the Sentinels.
Are you
They
the slaves that they referred to?
I'm translating this for the
Mhm.
record. Okay.
He says yes. Yes, that is us.
So, chubs hate them?
Well, probably. We haven't seen them for a very, very long time. You really remember nothing?
Is this
Um,
like the Pacific Rim? Are they like chubs are sending sentinels through the rift?
Yeah, and you're gonna get
They're
a,
coming out in the trench.
and you'll definitely get a dope mech by the end of this.
Hell
but
yeah.
less like Pacific Rim where you're neuralinked, and more like
Cool.
Voltron, where
Maybe
each of
two of
you,
us fighting. Okay.
yeah, each of you get a limb.
Oh, like a
So-
war force.
Nice.
You should probably decide
thing.
what limb you want to get now. Papa, I want the head.
Yes, Connor. You work your way up to head. You get head.
Good.
Good.
I
Papa,
believe in you.
Child silent. We're working.
Yes, Connor. You better not interrupt anymore.
Well, Kulabaka says, I won't bore you with too many details, but we escaped, and with myself and Ramsey, we fled with the help of you, Green One. You helped us with the uprising.
Nerg asked what the uprising is.
Wow.
She doesn't remember anything.
Back on our home, back at our home, we hired you and other musicians to incite hope in the Mohalat people, and myself and Ramsey, we were able to cause quite a ruckus and get many of the Mohalat people into one of the Chubb's ships.
Oh, and that brought them here?
And we got on the ship and we left the big bubble.
Oh.
What does these chub look like?
Yeah, did she ask where the big bubble is?
Show the Oh, damn it! I didn't give you an image.
If
Or
anybody
the
looks
ship.
up the
What is the
subscriber, yeah, where is this this bubble, and where's the ship? Do they still have the ship?
And he is going to start speaking to one of his assistants. And he will explain to you that well, he says we stole the castle, and we stole the ear and the mouth in which we as the voices are told and sent. And Nerg, you see like a smaller Mohalat next to him, just kind of rolling his eyes.
Nerg
And he
doesn't know
puts-
what he's talking about.
Puts his hand
but she's-
on the big one's shoulder. He says, what he's saying is like it's it was a ship. Do you guys have any crafts that you put onto water? No.
No.
Like
You don't
jet
have-
ski.
It's like you ever put a horse behind a cart? Is it like that?
No, who would ever do? It's nonsense. Do you mean like putting the sentinel behind?
Like horse for water, but on top.
Yeah.
Nerg sent
Yeah,
him
they're
an
sentinel
image of what we
cigarettes.
did. Yeah.
Do you have
What kind of cigarettes do these things eat?
You're gonna get the moles addicted to smoking.
Yeah,
I'm-
Kerr's
I'm-
like passing out cigs while
Yeah,
talking
I'm
to
handing
this
out horse
guy.
cigarettes to the children.
Charging them.
Yeah, those are expensive.
Yes, I bought them. I know.
Do you have structures that you put on water? Do they have anything like that here?
Floating horse.
Nerg's never seen one.
Floating horse. Okay, and do those floating horses have like another smaller horse that you use to go into like smaller streams or something like that?
When two horses get together, yes, they make smaller horse.
Papa, you're going to tell me this one day.
Yes, I know, Connor. It's okay.
Is this the small horses talk I heard so much about?
Yes, when you're older.
Yes. When
Okay,
you're
Papa,
older, you'll be trampled to death by small horses, like most of the citizens.
Okay, Papa, I'm-
it's very tragic.
Okay, now I'm older. I'm older than I was when you said that a minute ago.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about you getting trampled to death by horses and losing.
No, Papa, no.
It's been a very hard day, my friend.
It's okay, Papa.
Maybe,
Come here.
maybe we should cut off Connor's tail in case we lose him in a horde of lizards.
That's a good idea. Maybe replace it with a cigarette tail.
Or one of these new
I hug your
prosthetic
neck.
limbs we're getting.
Connor, smoke your cigarettes.
No animals were harmed or smoked in this making of this.
Yet.
Nerg
But the little
says
one
that-
goes to you. Please.
Nerg says that her friends are kind of tired and haven't really eaten as good as their food is. They're used to, they have their favorite foods, and maybe if he wants to go over her history, he can they can talk later, and maybe he can give her a book or something so she can read it. If her friends are getting antsy being in this cave that's all enclosed and stuff.
Okay.
If he
well,
couldn't
we
tell, and then she kind of points back, and he sees Kerr passing out cigarettes to all the mole people, and Regington doing whatever he's doing, same as celeb. Yeah.
Yes. We have a place for you to rest. We have very comfortable dirt beds that we've made up. Did you want to rest now?
Well, I don't think we need to rest as much as we need to.
They kind of want to go home.
Listen,
continue
there's.
on.
I'm not sure if you noticed, there are thousands of horrible monsters right outside that cave-in. I'm not sure how long you had that open cave leading directly to this room. I think
my
our
friend, they are not horrible monsters. They are rescue dogs.
well, there's one rescue dog. The rest are purebred monsters.
They are dogs that simply have not been rescued yet.
True. Anyway, I don't know if you've had much conflict with them recently, but it seems like what we need to do is set up an alliance between your people and our people to take care of this problem.
Well, interesting.
And he says, he tells Nerg, very good. The little one says, just let me talk. You're old and you say weird things. You use really weird metaphors and visualizations. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, we have a big boat in the sky, and we took a little boat here, and it crashed, and we can't get it out. And
Well, I can
We
mend
have
it for you if the... What is the limit? I think it has to be less than a foot.
Also, is the skyboat non-magical? Because I think it needs to be non-magical.
That sounds
for-
right. Yes, as long as
Where
the...
is the crashed skyboat?
Yes, let us investigate it. We can probably fix
And
it for you.
Would it be on the way out or to the surface?
well, when when the green one came with us, we didn't really understand what was happening or where we were. We just came out in water, but it was not tasteless like this water here.
Sweet, not sweet water.
Or salty.
Not sweet
maybe?
water. No.
Oh.
Like salt. Yes.
Okay.
Tasted like blood. That's where we
This
were.
is very
What
good
are
flavor,
we
I think.
drinking?
We came to this place, and we swam to the Great Wall, and there we dug our way in as far as we could. Nerg, that's where you almost died.
Nerg
And
asked if she knows how to fly the skyboat. Does she help fly it? Maybe she'll remember how when she sees it.
no, hopefully they're still alive, but the moles left up there are hopefully they're not dead yet.
Oh.
But as we came down here, we went into the wall. Soon after that, the sentinels followed. Many died. We would float for days on the dead. But eventually we dug our way and miraculously found this place. And Kulabaka takes you by the hand. He says, I know you're...
I know you're tired, but please follow me.
And
Nerg
claps his
follows.
hands.
Okay.
and a lot of the moles are ushering you into a great room.
Does this great room have like a door or a gate? We'll start with that. It's not like a creepy jail cell, is it?
It sort of looks
Like,
it sort of looks excavated in some sense. You are taken into a room, and there are what you would call cave paintings in there.
oh.
Because they're paintings in a cave.
And I'm not gonna do the voice, but he just says, over here, there are paintings left by some of our ancestors, some of the moles who came here many, many, many generations and generations ago. And it's a little cave painting, and it goes from sort of a pot in the sky, leaving a bubble, and then coming to another bubble. And in that cave painting, there were little moles who came out, and it shows them digging into the earth and forming a city. And he says, that's the city that you see before you. These were our brothers who decided to come here and create the city.
How long ago did this happen?
Yeah, Nurg asked if she was alive for that, or is this a different time?
This happened, and
He doesn't know either, huh?
scratches on the wall, and he scratches on the wall again and again and again, and he says, this many generations times this many generations times this many generations. And after about 5 hours of figuring out what he's talking about, no,
do
not
not
5
think-
hours, because you're
My friend, I think you're mistaken. I do not think this is physically possible for it to be this old, unless your generations are like 20 seconds long.
Also, we need to teach you about place values and how you
Bless
can
you.
combine numbers better.
but he says,
Bless you,
but
Cassie.
Thank you.
you determined that it was about 500,000 years ago ish.
Oh, I don't think I was
Whatever you
alive
say,
then.
buddy.
Yeah, he's like...
So, and then you say you built this city here, this dwarvish city. So
We didn't build
these
the
were
city.
these are the dwarves evolved from your species.
You built this city on rock and roll, I hear.
Yeah, I asked about this dwarven throne and asked if they, where they found it.
And again, he
Built
says,
it.
what are dwarves?
Well, they are
And
what
I-
your ancestors evolved into here. We call them dwarves now.
And I sent him an image of one of the dwarves we encountered, I guess, Belgium.
He says, there are still Mohalat here?
And
We
he
thought they
did
would have
not-
died.
No, we call them dwarves.
Yes, he's killed many of them.
Yes, and not in anger.
Nurg says they're...
That makes it better.
Listen, I'm a peace cleric.
Nurg
He would
says
like to
there's a whole
see
bunch
one of these
them.
dwarves.
She sends them more images of the dwarves we encountered, like Bungar and his wife and
Oh.
whoever else. Belgium.
And you see him look off into the air and he says, yeah. Well, that does kind of look like a... Like if we took off our fur, the nose is almost right.
They still have a
less-
lot of fur, and the way they procreate, it's probably the same. They cut off their we call it a beard, their face fur. They put it on a rock, and then pretty soon the rock sprouts arms and legs, and there you have a brand new baby dwarf.
Papa, I thought that
These-
was just the old wives' tale.
No, that's how they procreate.
Kara is looking at Selbsuni like wrapped in attention, like, this is fascinating.
Is that not?
Papa, is
That's not
is
how
this the
you
be-
do it.
I did not know this about dwarves.
this the beard in the rock talk you are going to have with me? The small horses and the beard in the rock?
No, this is no talk. You listen, we both learn. Selbsuni, go on.
Yes, tell us more.
But that's it. That's why dwarves always have the long beard, because they may want to have a child. Right?
Kerr is dumbfounded.
Wow. Yeah, Nurg's even like, whoa.
And the moles say, what happened?
It's so
What happened to
easy.
the moles who came here?
So that's not how you do it. That must have been an adaptation.
Wait,
No,
so,
we-
Suni,
Yes.
are the elves the chubs? Is this where the war comes from?
They could be. I don't know.
Are you a chub?
Let me check. I
No,
don't know.
I turned to Curlington. Oh, the girl. Reggington.
Reggington.
And be like, it is rude to ask
are
if someone
half
has
chub.
chub. It is rude. That is rude. I may be a little bit out of shape, but I am not half chub. I swear to God.
Anybody watching Moles and Chubs are Residents references. They have like an album.
And Kulabaka says,
No, I am half chub.
because he's a little taller and a little this, he says,
He does not smell like me.
Nurg lets them know that the other mole people with the beards led them here, and that's why we're down here. And she said maybe they might want to meet them if they want to come with us back
That
to
would
the
be wonderful.
top.
he
Do
says
all-
that
Do all chub talk in weird voice? Actually, I wouldn't know what voice he's talking in. Yes, I
all
would.
sounds weird
That's
to
a
you.
normal voice to him. It's only through your mindset that it seems weird. He probably thinks your voice is weird.
Yeah, but he would be incorrect.
and
His
as he
voice,
keeps
his
showing you,
voice is very weird. I think we can agree here.
as he keeps showing you the painting, you see now here's what you spot. There are a lot of creatures that look like Fluffy on these pictures, and it looks as though that
Nobody
There
looks like
is-
Fluffy.
Curse
there is a
nipples.
chub. It is a large, round-cheeked person, and it seems to be pointing at a humanoid. These are all pictures. It's pointing at a humanoid with a very large circular head with a dot in the middle.
Kerr is
Does it
just
look like me or like an actual head?
It looks like a resident, and they are playing music.
Kerr stares at one of the pictures of the Fluffies and just like walks up to it and paints a pink stripe on it.
Maybe, maybe if I play my melodica, it'll calm down the Fluffies since they're like energy frequency based. Nerd deducts from looking at these paintings.
All right, now there are in the picture there is one frame of wild sentinels. They look chaotic and like they're fighting.
Sentinels.
In the second frame, there is the resident type person playing music, something like a flute. In the third frame, the sentinels are now calm and sitting down,
That's great.
and the
I don't
chubs
have a flute. I'm sorry.
are using them to. So the chubs are now using them to round up the moles. And then the fourth one is the moles working.
Nurg asked
La-
why. Oh, sorry.
Lastly, in the fifth frame, did I skip a frame? That's fine. In the
No.
last frame, there is a square that looks like it has markings. Nurg, you would recognize those markings as being the same that are on that sheet music
I was about
from
to ask.
the Baron's trophy room.
Well,
But in the other frame, it is shown to be torn in half, and one of them is given to a very large humanoid, and the second half is given to a very small creature that also looks like it was in the book in the Baron's estate, that looks exactly like Reggington,
We still
minus
have
the hat and the jacket.
I
and
show
stuff.
Reggington. I point at it.
we still have the book, right?
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to study it so I can learn the language, but I haven't had a chance to.
well, I think our course of action is clear. We should leave and dynamite the ceiling of the city to crush all of the sentinels. That should take care of the problem.
Nurg asked if they have this flute object so she can play music for the sentinels, so they calm down.
That seems like a lot more work, but all right.
So what do you do?
If
You
the
have
cave
the
implode, aren't they stuck there?
Nurg's just wondering why the sentinels have been leaving the moles alone this whole time, since it sounds like they're supposed to keep them like in check, like as slave owners.
And he says they haven't.
Thing.
They've chased us every chance they can get. They've killed many moles, and it's only because of our superior digging and escaping abilities that we've been able to tunnel away from them in ways that they won't find us.
Nerg likes Celebsuni's plan now.
How come sentinels only come out of ground now then?
Well, they've been escaping through, he says, and I'm guessing Nerg translates that, but he will
this whole
reply. Yeah, so he'll reply, well, when the little ship came from the big ship, we misjudged, and it we crashed into the earth. That hole that we left up there, we've tried to escape from, and many of the sentinels also tried to escape from, but the moles, whatever was awaiting up top, killed us.
Oh.
So, okay, just straight out, their little ship crashed 500,000 years ago, according to them, or is that a different wave?
That is a different thing.
Okay.
This one is much, much, much more recent.
Okay.
And I guess I helped them here, but she doesn't remember because there's this huge, like, water thing, and that's why she doesn't remember anything.
And I would say that you guys know that what he's referring to, he's referring to your best guess, is the crater.
That's the
right.
bubble?
No, the crater is the hex, where the monsters are
Well,
coming
no,
out
I
of.
understand that. I mean, what do you mean what he's referring to?
The little ship smashed into the hex.
The hole where they're trying
Is that
to
where
escape.
they dug? Okay, that's what I was
That is the origin of the hex.
Heck.
Okay, well, so you guys are excellent diggers. So your enemy are in an underground city. You just, dig the supports out. You collapse the roof on the city. They all die.
Well, we don't have a home. In fact, we were really looking for a safe place, and we didn't know that there were any other beings. We were hoping to find the ancient Mohalot. In fact, that's why the, coordinates that we put in brought us to this area, because this ancient city was the last known location of our brethren. And we are fearing for our lives. We are very, very scared and close to death, and we wanted to make this home.
Great. Well, you have found us. We can reassure you there are other people. We will help you find a home. But first, if you could just dig out the supports and collapse the roof on that entire city, that would take care of a big problem for both of us.
But yes, you must leave support above Fluffy.
Yes, except Fluffy, of course.
The nerd mentions the
You
dwarves.
can't make an
again.
omelette without breaking a few fluffies.
Okay. Do you have any other very vast underground cities where you're planning on taking us?
Yes, there are a dime a dozen around here. I'm surprised you haven't run into more. I assume that's
Nerd
true.
Yeah, like that ancient dwarven tunnel popped up out of
And-
nowhere. So.
Listen, it's nice to live in an old house, but wouldn't you rather build something new, something fresh?
No, this is perfect. This is quite amazing.
Except for the thousands of horrible monsters killing you. That is the bad part of it, right?
Sure, that's a bad part. And they're breeding. My gosh, they're just breeding and breeding. Well, if we did do that, go ahead.
Why are we staying here? Maybe we should be leaving and heading back to the surface.
I tried, and they kept saying
Far
we should
away.
sleep.
This is very suspicious, I think.
That's why I thought they were bringing us to a jail cell.
Sure, we'll help you get out of here. The surface is no place for us. But lastly, the way to get to the ship, for some reason, we're unable to get back.
This is the
And
ship that crashed in the River of Blood, or the one 500,000 years ago?
this is the recent one, the one that
Yes.
crashed.
Look,
The one that
there,
we wanted to look at and maybe mend.
there can't be that many rivers of blood around here.
He doesn't understand what you're talking about.
Didn't you say you crashed and that it tasted like blood?
Oh, it tasted like blood, like salty
Yes, so
liquid. Yes.
Well, we find the River of Blood, and there's your ship.
Well, actually, funny you mention it. Um, Celebsine, actually, everybody would know that soon after the appearance of the crater, there was some sort of. It looked like the people said it looked like the Earth was bleeding. So if you go to the map of Muir, you'll notice that on the right-hand side there is red liquid coming out.
Nurg asked where their little boat
Mountain
is.
Dew Code Red.
Because she said that, she remembers him saying they took a big boat. There's a big boat in the sky and a little boat on the ground. She asked where the little boat is.
The little boat is the one that crashed.
Well, yeah, but are we
the
able to
little
get to
boat-
the remains?
The little boat crashed into the ocean, kept going into the continent, and was like deep underground, and then monsters dug up from there, and that's where the hex is.
So the little ship crashed into near Alya Dör, and then it exited out of the side of the cliff, and then crashed in the water, and then the mole people exited, but they kept coming, and he'll explain that they kept coming and kept coming, but they went to the cliff and dug their way inside and up.
This is like the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay.
You mean like by cliff, you mean like the edge of the continent.
That's right. Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
So, do you need a formal
Kevin.
agreement with the dwarves or the king, or can you just begin work on the genocide digging project right now?
We'll look into it. We'll have our structural
Or
engineers,
peace in our
you know,
times.
we'll have our structural engineers take a look at the feasibility of that. But it looks as though, according to these cave paintings, that, well, it looks like that they can be tamed.
Yeah, Nurg asked if they had a flute earlier. I don't know if you heard me or not.
Oh, they don't have.
She
a
doesn't
flute.
have a flute thing, so. But she'll
You
try
do.
another instrument.
Well, I wonder if your
Yeah.
melodica might work.
Yeah, she'll try her melodica, but she's
Yeah.
You've been practicing your melodica, nerd. Do you want to play a song for us?
Do do do. I left it in the other room.
Ah.
Do do do.
If Fluffy were here, I think he would love that.
Yeah, do 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 do.
Nerd, do you want to give me an intelligence check?
Yeah.
Listen,
Okay,
these cave
16.
paintings are nice, but it's so much easier just to collapse the roof.
Maybe one of the Fluffies heard her song and is like, you know, laying on its back with its tail
Hey,
wagging.
is there
Cool,
any?
Yes.
So,
I'm translating.
the cave imploded, so how would we even get back to the thousands of sentinels, as you call them?
Oh, we can get you back there. It'll take just a little while, but if we dig, we can get you
Wow, they
back to
did
them if
really
you'd like,
fast.
or back to the surface.
You really are incredible diggers. Do you think you could even
Thank you.
dig in such a way to crush just the sentinels and leave parts of the city uncrushed, you know?
Is there anything? Is there anything above? There's like nothing above.
I'm sure that
No
whatever it
farms
is,
or cities
will
or
be
citizens or children playing.
fine.
We've been in
Believe it's just a river.
earthquakes. Yeah.
We'll just build it back up afterwards.
And Eric has a question though. If she
Yes.
does play this music to calm them down, who's gonna keep playing it when she leaves? 'Cause she can't stay here forever and playing music.
Well, roll me that intelligence check.
I did. I rolled a 16.
Okay, 16.
Yeah.
In the cave painting, there are the sheet music is split into two parts. One was given to a very large race, and one was given to a very small race.
I take my sheet music out and compare it to the one on the painting. Is it the same sheet music?
It's the exact. You put
Okay,
it
I
up.
knew the
it's like
writing was
line
the same,
for
but-
line.
And is it the one that went with the small race or the one that went with the big race?
The one that went with the big race.
And the big race was the chubs.
No,
Okay.
big race. They just something you've never really seen before.
Okay.
Human.
I
Actually, has
asked-
anyone been to? Ah, shite. Has anyone been to the Alya Dör courthouse?
Probably.
Yeah, we did to go see Chief Kendrick Dean or whatever.
Drunk
right?
tank.
That's the Alya Guard. There is also a courthouse with a.
Oh. I don't think I have.
Which belter is that close to?
All of them?
Okay.
No, he's in this. That's in the center of town. Anyways, if anyone had been to the courthouse, let me know.
I mean, Regington is like an investigator, so I think it's definitely like within the realm of possibility that he would be in a courthouse.
I definitely think so too. Okay, so everybody, give me just 1 second. I gotta pull something up. Does
Okay.
anybody want to cut
I
to
had
one of our
something I was
sponsors?
about to do, and then I forgot what I was
Bru-
going to say. And now I'm thinking about Skillshare.com.
Brought to you by Skillshare.com. If you want to learn how to tame alien weird dogs with a melodica, you could probably look that up on Skillshare.
Learn how to dig a hole fast.
Learn how to dig a hole fast. Learn how to be a mole person on Skillshare.com. At ComeDy&D.com/Skillshare, and you will get some sort of bonus if you go there instead of just to the normal site.
Something cool, you know.
And we'll get paid, which is going to be hilarious.
She is going to ask Cool Baka if he knows how to read the music.
Hi, Lore Mother.
Hi, Lord Mother.
Hello.
Hey. He says no. I cannot read that. That is only for the residents.
She has to learn this language, so she'll just wait till we have time so she can learn
All right, give me
it. One of
just
her
a
racial
second.
abilities.
Listen, I have I have an ear for languages. Maybe you can tell me how close I am if I try to say something in Molish.
No, don't even try. It's very offensive.
It's actually called mole.
Mole.
So,
I was gonna make that joke.
Regington, having been an investigator, perhaps having gone to your mentor's trial or whatnot,
Radcliffe, yes.
you would think that Ornor the bailiff looks a lot like the person in this picture, but that's the only creature you've ever seen that looks like the thing in this cave painting.
Listen, we've heard a lot about giants, haven't we? Some place where giants come from. It's clearly one of them. I think it was the north or the south, probably the north.
Wait,
And-
so
Oh, go.
It's the North, baby.
there's just a dude that works at the courthouse that is like a creature that no one's seen before, and everybody's just cool with it.
He
Yeah,
looks like a giant.
He's
Cool.
like a Goliath or something, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes. You walk around dragging a sword everywhere you go, and very few complaints.
Is this based on the movie Border?
Oh, you watched it.
No, but I know you guys did.
Everybody listening, I've been trying to get them to watch Border. and
Hang
they
on,
never-
Simon's
never
got to
will
change the
watch
plot.
not too much.
Just like the movie Bright.
All right. So, yes, this would be what I guess would be considered a Goliath humanoid.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, so let's get back to the plan. So we'll go up top. We'll make sure there's no children playing above the city. We clear them out. You collapse the roof. And then later, using your advanced digging technology, you dig out the rubble and you can live there, or we can find you another underground city.
I think the dwarves might have an extra city for them.
Oh, the
especially
dwarves
if they
have-
find out they're like relatives or something.
Yes, I mean,
The
they're...
dwarves are in dire need of leadership. Belgium, Argo, very indecisive.
Yes, not to mention centuries of cultural suppression. I'm sure they have many hidden cities that are completely empty.
They
Oh,
have a savior complex. They are simply waiting for someone to come and rescue them.
City Hall, everything.
sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Sounds very nice. However,
Nerg translates that.
I think I understood a little bit. He said wishes are hopping, something about chocolate sauce.
Nerg
close. Yeah. He
Yeah.
was like, "No, we're gonna try to keep this place."
Nerg tells Celebsuni they want to stay here.
Well, okay.
But thanks.
We'll find a way
Thank
to
you.
do it without you, I guess.
Yeah.
We have half of the song. Do we know if we have the kobold or the giant half? I'm assuming we have the kobold half. Because we're talking about going to visit a giant.
No.
That sheet music I have, Simon, is it the whole piece or the half piece?
Half piece.
Okay, so we have to find the other.
Wait, was it the
Kevin's
big half or the
asking-
little half? I know I just asked
Kevin's
this
asking
30
which
seconds
half
ago,
we
but I
have.
forgot.
Yeah,
the
so I said it was the Goliath half.
Okay, so we
Okay.
need the kobold half.
Nerd tells Regington this.
Because the left half was given to the Goliaths, the right half was given to the smaller kobold-like creatures.
Kerr hears the words kobold and half, and then stares uncomfortably at Regington.
Yep, you're really digging that whatever's in his
everyone
forehead.
is looking at me for answers on kobold, and I have no memory of other kobolds.
Well, he's like me.
You lost your memory too.
He says, "Is that a thing?
Taken.
Sorry. Left me.
Is that a thing that happens up here? Does everybody loses their memories?
And there's no
Is that
way,
normal?
no way of knowing really.
Whoa!
Think about it.
All right. Well, in the meantime, please don't implode our city on us.
I don't. It's not really your city. It's sort of their
No,
city
it's all
right
right.
now.
It's our ancestors' city.
All right, we will give you a deadline. You have 7 days to reclaim the city and remove the sentinels, or we will be collapsing it. That should give you the proper motivation to send your young, strapping adventurer mole men on a quest and take care of this problem.
I'm a mole. I don't know what a day is. Really? I've heard
How
that
do you
it's
get
like-
anything done then?
I've heard that it's like when the sun goes around, but we don't really look at the sun.
What these time do then?
Nerd
Disgusting
asked
I don't know.
if they know.
I don't know what
kobold
meters
half.
are either. Okay, 7 days, and you're going to commit mass genocide. Is that?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
After do you know where the kobold half might be of this music?
Aren't the sentinels
Are we
having
the
a mass
baddies?
genocide on the mole people?
Why do we have skulls as our logo?
Does anybody want to give me an intelligence check
Sure.
Nerd's not that intelligent.
regarding that book that you guys found?
I rolled a 19. How smart am I?
So you remember that?
19.
Something you remember when you found the book? That there was a map in the back, and there was a location in the map that looked like a lot like Muir, and in the northwest corner near the snowy mountains, there were people that looked like Regington.
All right, I suppose we can go on a quest, get this music, save your city, but we get 10% of the city
And we get Fluffy back.
and Fluffy.
Kerr's mare.
10% of, and they whisper, "Yeah, I guess the sewer does count as 10%. Okay, 10%. Yeah, that's a deal."
The 10% of our choice.
8%.
12.
10. Damn it.
And we will
Shake
need
on it.
we will need that
Shake.
that younger mole man to travel with us to enter into agreements for your people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what?
They're young?
Kerr turns around. Kerr turns around. We get 50% of city.
They don't know what he said.
Papa, I don't think that's how the negotiation happens.
Kerr, completely distraught, leans down and does an intimidation check. I don't think you understand how this works. You get 50% of city, or you get 0% of city. Do you understand?
Papa, it's okay. And they
Nerd
talk to each other.
translates and says that he's happy with 10%. I'm like,
You
we
tell
get to pick which part of city, and Kerr gets to be mayor.
Let
Kulabaka
the
that?
half-chub roll his intimidation.
I'm kidding.
That is 21.
Okay, they're very scared. They're very worried right now.
Maybe the
50%.
cigarettes will help calm their stress.
50% is too much. We can't afford that.
I don't think Nirg correctly translated the 50%.
Oh, Nurg said 10%.
I did.
Deal.
But he probably still looked intimidating, yeah. So
He is a good negotiator. 10%.
They're awfully picky considering they have 0% of the city right now. And they're asking us to do 100% of the work. I don't know. I don't like these more. They're worse than the dwarves.
We go get the music back. Then we go get Fluffy back.
Yes, I think we'll get the music back on our schedule.
I'll translate all this.
But you have 7 days because we have 7 days.
No,
What are you, the
we s-
ring?
Nerg says we'll do it as fast
We
as
scrapped the 7-day things.
What will you do if we don't do it in 7 days? What is the threat? You're threatening us?
Yeah, he was going to implode our city on our heads. But
No, in 7 days you will implode the city if we don't return. That is the plan.
structural engineers take a look at it.
Also, listen,
Good. Yes, look, engineer, do what you do. You're not good at threats. You're not very intimidating.
Oh, I wasn't trying to. I think we had a miscommunication here because we're translating through the green eye.
Also, listen, we're going to give you a map.
Nirg is the issue.
It's like playing telephone. Yeah.
We're going to give you a map. It's really quite close. About 100 feet from here, there is a dwarven tunnel, and you can meet your brethren. It's really remarkably close. You know that waterfall where we were up on top, and then you kept telling us to come, and we came? It's right. It's literally. It's like 10 feet behind there. So just dig over there. It's a mine, so you'll hit if you miss it. Just dig back a little. Just dig around, and you'll make contact with the dwarves. They, as Regenton said, they really need leadership. And Kulabaka, I mean, you have leadership skills.
But the only person who can translate isn't here right now.
Oh, I have speak with animals actually. So
They're not animals.
just get one of your mole men who can also speak with animals, and we'll both talk through one of these worms that we're eating.
Chalk.
And he goes, yeah. What? Did you want to? What? Did you want seconds? Do you need help? Am I going with you?
Yes, it seems like one of you should come with us, shouldn't you?
Yes, we will take you. Come, we go get the music.
I'm definitely fine with leaving them.
Yeah, I'm fine with staying here. I mean, it's cold. I don't do very well in sunlight.
All right, well, one of you needs to learn Common. So go find the dwarves, learn some Common, we'll be back.
So you're telling us to go look for the dwarves, which you say are mole people that don't look like mole people?
Yes.
They look similar to mole people. They look more like mole people than the rest of us.
We saw the image that the Green Eye gave us in our heads. It doesn't look anything like they don't have a lot of hair on their face. It's weird.
No, they do have a lot of hair.
And they're little claws. They're like your what do you call these? Your paws?
Alan.
Are these your hooves?
All right, how...
And they're 200 feet away.
Yes, they're really embarrassingly close. I don't know how long you've been down here, but we've been fighting monsters of the Hex for like decades, I think. I was surprised you didn't hear the hammering and just accidentally dig in that direction.
It's only been about 3 months, ish.
3 months?
It was
and they already have an institution like the Hex?
It was in the booklet. Yeah, that's what happens when like nations put aside their BS and work together to get shit done.
This is extremely unrealistic.
Might have been 6 months. I'll have to look in the booklet. It's somewhere.
D&D's really realistic.
All right.
I will not believe 6 months. I will believe 7 though.
Next question. How far can you tunnel us towards this map showing where the kobolds are? Can you get us all the way there underground, or are we going to have to go above ground?
I don't know. Where are we now?
Oh, what? How long did we have to wait for the smith?
3 weeks.
I remember this because I thought it was funny. Because it's so
It's
long
been-
in D&D.
Don't you?
Wait? I said it.
I will impose disadvantage on your next attack roll, Hayden.
Since he...
Cassie,
Look.
you have.
She was just saying, look.
At... anyway.
It'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Is it
Okay, so you start working on a tunnel to the kobolds. I think it's about, I can't tell the scale on this map, 10 miles? 100
Can we pick the
miles?
map? Can we look at the map? Sorry, just
I'll
on
be
stream.
honest, I don't have it up. I
If you're-
don't have the map up.
Also,
So if you're
you
looking
say
at the
that
map-
it tells the year that the crater happened,
I'll get it up.
but it doesn't say what
Yeah. I'll
year it
open
is
up.
now.
Okay, let's see. And
Opening
here.
the PDF right now.
Okay, I've got the map up. So it looks like it's about the same distance as between the mine and Alya Dör. So it's not very far.
This is like when
It's-
Siri gives us instructions. Okay.
Okay, so from where you are, you're
We're at the river.
right under Alya Dör right now.
Oh, okay. Like literally underneath it, or like
Mhm.
south,
Well, your best estimates are fairly underneath.
like
Wait,
Nicholas
so
Cage.
in 25 minutes of walking, we went from the
Yes.
Barrens
We
No.
walked
to
fast.
underneath Alya Dör.
No, at the end of last episode, you were under the river.
Last episode, we
But you just said it was 25 minutes since we went in the mines, which are back over by the Barrens.
Okay, so no, you're no, I said east. So at the end of last episode, picture yourself you were under this bridge, and then you just burrowed a little bit deeper towards Alya Dör. You're maybe almost at the lip.
Okay, so the hex is
That wasn't
directly north of us. Do you know where the hex is underground?
Yes.
So we're just going to tunnel right next to the hex. No need to go up there. Under Cinnabar, if you want, I can tell you where we can link up with a good sex dungeon. And then just keep going north and just let us off there. How long will that take?
Think about it. Okay.
30 minutes.
And I don't know if you remember, but I did say that Cinnabar is about the same distance as like San Francisco to LA. And then that place in the north is going to be a little more than that.
Wait, Cinnabar
Lot.
to Alya Dör is San Francisco to LA?
Yeah.
And the
This
mines
map needs a scale.
the mines to Alya
Yeah.
Dör is how far?
And it took them.
The
3
mines to
months.
Alya Dör? About same distance?
We have
And
very
it took them
fast
3 months
horses.
to dig here from there, right?
Really?
take them-
Yeah.
They smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Too.
Yeah, the scale is a lot different. The Dallin mines are closer to Alya Dör. Cinnabar is further away. This is not to scale.
I'm like, why do we care that much about exact distances? Why okay.
I'm bad at directions in real life, so I
Alright,
just stopped
let's-
listening.
We're under Alya Dör. Got it.
Let's get out of Alya Dör. We can visit the smith, tell him we'll take the weapons that he's making to the hex ourselves, and maybe help him make our things a little bit quicker. We can do some training and touch in with our bases. I don't know if Chief Dean has anything he needs us to do, and then head to the mountains.
Nurg says
Okay,
yes.
and we should take some more men up there to establish some sort of embassy with Chief Dean or something.
I
That's
mean,
a good idea, I think.
I think
I-
that's very smart. I don't know if the Molemen.
I point at the young mole man that we wanted to bring before. You are coming with us.
Dad, I
translate.
don't want to go, man.
This is an intimidation check.
We have a very nice sack if you don't
It'll be good for you.
if you don't like to be
Natural
outside.
20, baby.
Oh, nice.
27 on the
The
total.
air in the room around you evaporate. Does air evaporate? The air is sucked out of the room. He says,
It'll be a good learning experience for the boy.
Okay,
Yes,
so I would,
Common D&D, we intimidate children into coming with us.
I want to make sure. Oh, sorry.
You go.
Oh, no, mine's not funny. Yours is probably.
I was okay. I pick up Connor and toss Connor to the kid. You watch Connor. Connor, you watch kid.
Papa, his fur is very warm. I ate one of these. a little while ago? Should I tell him that? I won't eat this one.
Yeah,
Seems
don't
like a
eat this
friend.
one, and don't mention that.
Okay.
Were you burrowing up there and stomping on them?
No.
Oh, that's right. Nerg doesn't translate what the guy said to Connor. Yeah.
So he says,
In the meantime, we can burrow and escape up.
Nerg wants to make sure she has the plan straight, so we're bringing a young mole guy with us. We're going to burrow up with the moles back to Alya Dör, go see Nanook to get armor to go to the Hex.
We also have to travel the distance between San Francisco and Los Angeles to get our cart.
We have a Doomsday Express wagon.
Sure, it'll be fast.
So maybe it's really fast or something. I don't know.
does have express
I
in
don't
the
know,
name.
We'll just smoke.
It's not very conspicuous.
We'll smoke some horse cigarettes and it'll go fast.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe we can like haste the wagon or something.
Well, maybe
Okay.
maybe we shouldn't go straight north from Alya Dör anyway. Maybe we should go across to the mines, go up. That they'll never expect us from that direction.
That's a good point.
I don't even know who we're dodging, but
So I had the plan right. Okay. Cool.
we'll go through Uprum,
So we're
Uprum
Uprum.
instead of Sinjabar.
Oh yeah, and we've been there before too. Okay, cool.
We do that.
So, he can get you to the surface. Tell him where you want to be spit out. And we will pick this up again next week on ComeDy&D.
Thanks for
Right.
watching, everybody.
Yeah.
This is the thing with Zoom, guys. We all talk over each other.
What?
Or don't talk at all.
Or don't talk at all because we think somebody else is gonna talk.
Who said that?
Thank you for joining
It's like
us.
Robert
This
Altman's
was
D&D.
this is Voices of the Air, story based on the legendary Resonance band, a campaign made around that. Check us out on ComeDy&D.com. You can also please visit our Discord at ComeDy&D Discord.
Somebody post the link, or I'll do it.
And if you have any further questions,
Hold on, I'm gonna post. the link.
Sirenscape.
And thank you, Skillshare.com and Gamescape.
thank you, Sirenscape, for letting us use your technology for the original music by the Greasy Weasels, and thanks to our sponsor, Gamescape in San Francisco. Visit GamescapeSF.com and pick up what you need to do what we do, but better. Okay?
Okay, and we're gonna raid a channel that raided us on Monday.
And they
Whoa,
play D&D
I
also.
like how that works.
Let's
Ooh.
see what they're up to.
Oh, thank you, Kevin, for posting the Discord link.
All right, we'll see you next week.
See you then.
Night.
We have 5 seconds that we need to fill. Wait,
Oh, Yasumi Nasai.
what's going on here?
That's how you say goodnight in Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also on Twitter and Instagram. I think it's been 5 seconds.